Hello, hello. Welcome back to another daily trading recap. Sorry, I forgot to turn on my OBS this morning, and then by the time the market opened, I was already just in the zone, and then but yeah, I think I'll probably get um live trading recap starting again next week when I start taking trades on Top Step. But for now, I'll just update my daily because I think a couple people do want to see my strategy and knowing how I traded today. And let's get right into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off on my eval. So if you guys watched yesterday's episode, I had one final eval from Apex that I could reset. And I reset it with the intentions of just passing it on non-farm payroll. So what I did, maybe this is why they're not allowing me to buy any more evals, but basically just placing an order right here for 17 contracts, the minimum amount of points I need to pass, which is like 27 times 108 ticks, I think. Boom, you can see NFP candle barely made a bottom wick and shot up. So I was pretty glad because this is pretty much how I predicted the candle would come bottom wick and then spike up. Um, and if this is why I can't get any more evals, I'm so sorry, Apex. Please undo my restriction. But I know a lot of people use the same new strategy to try and pass evals, so it's just a little weird to me, and they're way more profitable, so whatever. But as for what you guys do want to know, the trade that I ended up taking today was a nice little 14.5 point sell. Same idea, 15-minute opening range after this giant, massive bullish pump up. One of the things that I didn't really see here was very much retracement. So you can see like here was a small retracement after the large candle, but then it kind of just grinded up, right? So indication to me that somewhere or that along here that nobody really or like people obviously stopped out of their positions, but a lot of buying interest. So somewhere, people need to take profits, right? And the people that are currently in buys from here need to eventually sell out somewhere else. And if you look at here, market pretty much started coming down, and right as market opened, you see a top wick, and it came down and kind of chopped around for a bit. This is my indication that the next move is probably going to be a big move. Right here is probably about where I would have wanted to take a sell in my Top Step account. I just didn't because I'm not gonna lie, I'm still a little nervous to be aiming for larger trades, especially because I've only been collecting data thus far of how my entries are gonna look and how um, my entry conditions, etc., etc. And the only entry condition that I didn't meet was that we didn't reject off of a key level. We did reject up here at the top off of a pivot point, but in order for me to confidently take that, I would have wanted to see this rejection happen after the New York Open. We didn't get that, so I didn't take the short down, which would have been a beautiful short. Instead, I was on my Apex account. Boom, 15-minute opening range break happened right here at 6:53. I look for a close, so let's see right here, 85. Close down at 75. 10-point close. Next candle continued to drive down. No top wick, which is the important thing. Next candle, boom, 6:55. I expected a top wick on this candle. Didn't come for the first like 10-ish seconds, and I took a short, just thinking that it was just going to drive. I had my stop loss right around here at about 15 points, and it edged the crap out of it. But idea is that like people were buying up all along here. You also have buyers here, so somewhere people need to get out, and when stop losses start getting triggered, that's when these candles are gonna plummet, right? And that's what we see here. Boom, another like massive falls down. We secured this trade 14.5 points to be up about 320 across all the Apex accounts, and then I called it there. For the FTT, if you guys don't know, I'm also trading FTT now. Here is this. I had one account here that, boom, you can see balances at 25.6. So I made 600 off of the news candle. And FTT, you can trade news. I just don't know why it's inactive right now, so I'm gonna see what support says. But all good. I have this account right here waiting for payout, old news. And then last but not least, I'll just pull up my Rhythmic dashboard. You can see across all the FTT accounts, minus the one that's waiting payout, we are up just under 300, 290 on the dot, and 280 for this one. Dang. Pretty much 290 across the board. So 300 a day across every account. The only thing that I'm missing really is I wish I had gotten a trade on Top Step. If I had gotten into a short here on Top Step, say, I need to switch screens, window capture. If I had gotten in a short around here on Top Step, say at 200, I probably would have bounced out somewhere down here. Probably would have been a 100-point trade. I would be up 10, 13, about almost $15,000 on the day, but I didn't. But you know, no trade. I was missing basically one key component, which was rejection off a key level. Didn't get that, so it's all good. The market's not gonna, no longer be a market. The market's always gonna be here every weekday, except bank holidays, of course. Market's always gonna be here. There'll be more setups. I'd rather preserve capital than lose capital. So yeah, that's my update for today. Hopefully next week is just as good. Pretty much, it took what, like 5 trades across my Apex accounts this week, and oh, that's what I didn't show. Sorry. For those of y'all wondering what the trades I took on FTT were, let me move to the account that was copy traded. Boom, right here. I pretty much just took shorts at the open. Under the same idea that after that giant or that big non-farm payroll move, I'm expecting people to get out of their orders, take profit essentially. So they have to sell in order to do that. So I took one short right here for around 8 points. You can also see we're in working trades around 8 points, and then took a second trade for 6 points for a total of 14, 280, and then some of them got a little better fill. But yeah, pretty close enough to 300 for me. But basically, it was when market opened, I saw top wick. This is a new 30-minute candle, so I'm taking that 30-minute flip, which as you can see is actually my entry right here. Boom, 30-minute flip, came down, got my 8 points. I'm basically going for tighter stops. This could have been a one and done trade. But especially around the open with how choppy things are, I typically try to not hold trades too long. And I just have a 15-point stop, basically in case the candle decides to just do a rapid wick down and take me out in profit. But you can see, waited 2 minutes after that, boom, no trade, another minute, no trade. And then right here, candle opened up, formed a top wick. We're so, at this point, it's looking like it's just going to continue going down. I'm basically aiming for the wick fill of this previous candle, since it's, still in the 1 minute zone. I'm basically assuming that each one of these candles' bodies are going to get filled by the next candle. Or all these wicks are going to get filled by the next candle. So you can see this candle, wick filled by this body, next this candle, wick filled by this body, this wick, and then filled by this body. And it did, boom, 2 quick trades, was done on fast track in about 4 minutes, and then Apex a little bit longer because I actually have to wait for it to set up. But yeah, overall, very good week after last week. I'm up each day, 500 on the week on the Apex accounts, and then 600 on the week on the top fast track accounts, and then Top Step is at a neutral balance. But I can't really complain about that. But yeah, that is my trades for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Peace.